Welcome to Fear Free Friday. I love Fear Free Fridays. I hope you do as well, because I have a great quote from Vince Lombardi for you today. And that quote is simply, there's only one way to succeed in anything, and that's to give it everything. Absolutely everything. Writing a book is no different. Hi there, my name is Christopher Diarmani. It is my pleasure, it is my passion. I empower aspiring Christian nonfiction writers to share your trauma to triumph story using a personalized roadmap for writing success so you can share God's gifts for you with the world. And I can think of no other calling that can literally require everything from you than doing that. It may be simple, doesn't necessarily mean the road ahead is easy, even on a Fear-Free Friday. You will never ever write and finish your book if you're giving it half-hearted measures. If you're saying, well, I can skip today's writing session because, I'll just do double the work tomorrow. That's crap. You know it's crap. I spent 15 years or more telling myself crap like that. I never finished a single book in that entire time. I wrote lots of stuff, like columns, all kinds of other things, but I never ever completed a single book. Not in that entire 15 years, not even a first draft. So when I say it takes everything, one of the biggest thing it takes, at least for people like me, hopefully not for people like you, is a shift in attitude. A great big, massive shift in attitude. And for me, that shift in attitude was embracing the things that I thought were too difficult, too hard, sucked the creativity of my life, things that I'm not going to do that. I know people say I should, but I don't like people shooting on me, so I'm not going to do that. Like all kinds of excuses of why I couldn't do the thing that I needed to do. Hopefully that's not you. Hopefully you're smarter than I was way back then. But at the end of it all, the only way you're going to write and publish your book, the story of your journey from trauma to triumph, so that you can help the person out there who is currently stuck in the problem that you faced, but have now, through God's grace, found the path out of. They're still stuck there. You need to write the book that will get them out of it. You need to write their survival guide. They can't hear it any other way. It's the freaky weirdness of it all, is that even though people will have heard the stuff, many of the things that you'll share in your book, many different ways, they've never heard it in the way that you say it. And unfortunately for them, that's the only way they can hear it. So you must write your book. You absolutely must. And it will take everything. No matter how much you plan, no matter how hard you work, it's going to take something else. Because we don't get things for free in this life. At its heart, writing this book, writing any book, is an act of immense courage. Immense courage. But thankfully, we have a really great God, and that really great God encourages us multiple times throughout the Bible to be strong, to be courageous, and to not live in fear. For me, Joshua 1:9 is, I think, my favorite passage for this. Have I not commanded you, God says, be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid, do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. That's a promise from God, that he's with us through all of this. And he commands us to be strong and courageous. So on a Fear-Free Friday, I think Joshua 1:9 is a beautiful verse to embrace, to internalize, to make it my mantra for the day, if not the rest of this coming week. Use this verse to fuel your courage, to deepen your determination, and strengthen your commitment to finish your journey down Publication Highway. Because someone is out there waiting for your book. They don't know they're waiting for your book. All they're knowing is that all the books they have read aren't doing it. They're not giving them the solution that they most desperately need out of the problem that they face. They're waiting for your book. So don't leave them hanging, please. Now do understand There are many dragons to be slain along the way. You're going to have to face a bunch of different fears, that things will crop up that you weren't expecting, and those dragons will simply need to be slayed all along the way. You need to identify all those limiting beliefs, all those. I call him the infernal editor. He's that jerk that lives up here sometimes that says, "Who are you to think you can write a book? You can't even write a sentence." You know, horrible things like that. Why don't you just give up and go die in a corner somewhere? Like, you can't write. Here's the truth about the infernal editor. He has no valid source of information. All he has is lies. And the Bible tells us very clearly who the father of lies is, and that's the same jerk living up there sometimes. So what I work on doing every single day is ignoring him, because he does not have a valid source of information. All he has is lies. And I have a really great God who says, "Be strong and courageous, for I am with you wherever you go." So in that context, especially on a Fear Free Friday, there's nothing to be afraid of. Sure, the road ahead might be challenging. I might have to dig really deep, especially on those days where everything seems to be going wrong, and yet I know that I have to sit down and write today, even if it's just for 5 minutes. I need to get one more sentence out of my head and onto that page. One more paragraph, one more page. Because once I start, that's the beauty of sitting down to write and getting started. Once I start, no matter how I'm feeling about it in the course of that day, I don't want to stop. I am sure that you can relate to that. Getting started can be such a hassle some days, and yet, once we do, the words flow, and it's easy and it's effortless. It's the way it's supposed to be. But there are all those other days. So even with all of these things working in our favor, there's still going to be days, moments, minutes, hours, whatever, where you're going to need more inspiration, more motivation, and more encouragement from other people. God works through people. So embrace the people that are in your life that can help you along this way. And if you're looking for some additional folks to add to your writing camp, if you will, your writing tribe, Writing Power Hour is a really fantastic way to get jump-started every single day. It's a process that I started a long time ago, and it's one that serves me really well. So DM me if you want to learn more about that, or you can go to the URL you see on the screen, or you can scan the QR code, and you'll learn a lot more about it. But Writing Power Hour, whether you join me when I'm doing this every single day, or you create one for yourself, is simply a 1 hour a day that I set aside to write. Nothing else. And I schedule this on my calendar because it's that important. It's a commitment that I must keep because someone is out there waiting for my next book, just like someone is out there waiting for your book. And scheduling your writing sessions is without a doubt the simplest, easiest, fastest way to get your book done. Because when you write every single day, at some point, the book is finished. And it'll be way sooner than you think if you simply accept that challenge. Pick up that gauntlet, if you will, and commit to writing something every single day. Like Vince Lombardi says, if we want to do something really, really amazing, it's going to take everything we've got. But there's ways to make that everything a lot easier to access. Give it a try. Go there if that sounds interesting to you, or just implement it on your own. Either way works. And with that, on this beautiful Fear Free Friday, have a fantastic rest of your day. And I'll see you again tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Bye for now.